Hello everybody, it's Flesson19 and welcome back to Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord and a Hotfix update for November 25th. So we knew this update was coming. It was going to happen this week. We just obviously didn't know which day, and they decided to drop it on us this morning. So I'm going to go through this update, and there's one very important thing that I love about it, and then there's actually going to be something that was not included that was kind of a head scratcher, which I will discuss with you afterwards. So here is a list of the patch notes. Now it's actually really long, but there's not that much contained in it after this, considering a lot of it does have to do with some balancing issues, and I think a little bit of that is on the captain and multiplayer side. So, fixed an issue with mounted crossbows being unable to reload while standing still. Fixed an issue that caused companions to not have skills and weapons. I think those were those two-handed sword companions that were spawning. Fixed an issue regarding the toggle order active text and icons. Fixed an issue that prevented weapon changing, dismounting, etc. while giving orders. People had really complained about that. Fixed an issue with the selection circle not showing up for gamepads. Thank you, selection circle. Decreased the opacity of the order menu UI in general. Fixed a crash that occurred when taking a quest from a noble. I had not experienced that, so I'm not exactly certain. I think that was more of a sporadic one. Fixed an issue that caused settlement claimant decisions to be canceled and reproposed indefinitely. Let me restate that one. Settlement claimant decisions, voting town bug. That should go ahead and free up the general campaign. We have another one coming up too. Fixed a crash that occurred on the multiplayer siege map. Fixed an issue where northern lords would spawn without leg armor. Fixed a crash that occurred due to the Beast Whisper perk in scouting skill. I had not noticed that one either. Fixed an issue that allowed the players to invite their siblings into their party even though they had not come of age. I wasn't able to do that. And now to the next really big one. Fixed an issue that prevented the player from choosing their children as their heir. That is in the horse archer video when I was unable to choose my child. So that is now fixed, which is great news. Fixed an issue that allowed cities to host tournaments during sieges. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Fixed an issue that prevented caravans from carrying sheep, cows, and hogs in some towns. Some people were wondering why is that important. The reason why is because then in those towns where they produce them, they would have a huge excess of them. And you could literally get them and take them further away off the map and make 10 times your money. And people didn't realize that. It was actually, you could almost call it an exploit. You could literally make 10 times your money. Players and their parties are now counted as 50% weaker to besiegers. They will give up much less with this change. What that means is, if you have an army strength of 1,000 while you're in a settlement and the AI is attacking, they will only think that your size is 500. So they won't want to be giving up like they always seem to do when you're in a settlement. Because I still have, to this point, in almost 2,000 hours of playing the game, I've never defended in a siege yet. So that is one thing that Mexico is working on. And there are some more changes coming to that as well in 1.5.6. Fixed an issue with the wrong primary production text from being shown on village tooltips. Now the most produced item in that village is the primary production. Slaughtering sheep, cows, and hogs now also give hides. So that's pretty cool. Combat changes. Fixed bows staying at max accuracy longer than intended. Aiming durations are now slightly more affected by the character skill. Adjusted range AI to be more accurate. Now, some people might be thinking that, yeah, they're already pretty OP right now. The problem is that there were some, especially horde searchers, that could be really, really inaccurate. And I mean, it was pretty bad. So I don't think they increased it by much. I don't think we're going to see that big of a change, but it's going to be slightly more noticeable. As you can see, now we're going to enter into a long list of weapon equipment changes, as you can see there. So they have changed some of the weapon equipments. And then here are the troop changes. So they've increased some skills, perks, and item on weapons on them. So that is the patch. All in all, I am extremely happy with it. We're getting the heirs back, so now your children can actually be heirs to your kingdom. Those two-handed sword companions, they're now gone. The voting issue should be taken care of, that voting bug, so we shouldn't have that anymore. So they did some really, really good things with this hotfix. Now there's something that I want to touch base on that I know was supposed to be coming up, however it wasn't. As a lot of people realized, the disciplinarian perk actually is missing. It was removed out of here. And you cannot right now upgrade bandits into their cultural increase. Now, that actually was intended. That perk is actually going to be moved into the roguery tree. That's why it was intended. Because if you think about it, roguery contains a lot with bandits. However, it was not implemented in the roguery tree. So therefore, we were left without it. I have been told by Mexico that they do plan on bringing the disciplinarian perk back in a hotfix until it can be permanently implemented in the roguery tree. I thought it would be in this hotfix, but for some reason it was not. So I'm not sure when it's going to be, but that is what is going on with disciplinarian. It will be moved permanently to the roguery tree. I don't know where yet it's going to be implemented. So this was a very nice patch to go ahead and get right before the holiday weekend. Just a couple things in there that were pretty cool. And I will touch base on some more issues on Friday in the beta branch video. So I want to let everybody know, I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving. If you're not from the U.S., I hope the rest of your week goes extremely well and that everybody's doing okay. And I will hopefully talk to you guys again on Friday in the beta branch video. Until then, take care and thanks for watching.